Welcome to this lesson on algebra basics. Today, we are going to explore the concept of cube roots. You might have seen this symbol before, with the little 3 tucked into the check mark. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what it means and how it relates to the concept of cubing a number. Before we talk about roots, we need to understand powers. To cube a number simply means to multiply it by itself 3 times. For example, if we take the number 2 and cube it, we calculate 2 times 2 times 2. This gives us 8. We call this 2 cubed. Now, the cube root is simply the inverse, or the opposite, of cubing. Think of it this way. If cubing takes you from the side length of 2 to the volume of 8, the cube root takes you back from the volume of 8 to the side length of 2. It asks the question, what number, multiplied by itself 3 times, equals 8? Let's look at how we write this. We use the radical symbol, just like a square root, but there is a crucial difference. Notice the small number 3 sitting in the crook of the symbol. This is called the index. It tells us we are looking for a cube root. The number inside, in this case 64, is called the radicand. Just like multiplication tables, it is very helpful to memorize the first few perfect cubes. 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, and 5 cubed is 125. Recognizing these numbers will make solving problems much faster. A great way to visualize this is to think about geometry. If you have a perfect cube with a total volume of 27 cubic units, taking the cube root is like asking for the length of just one of its edges. Since 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, the side length is 3. Here is a major difference between square roots and cube roots. You cannot take the square root of a negative number and get a real result. However, you can take the cube root of a negative number. For example, the cube root of -8 is -2. This works because -2 multiplied by itself 3 times results in a negative number. What if the number isn't a perfect cube? For instance, the cube root of 30, we can estimate. We know the cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 64 is 4. Since 30 is very close to 27, the answer must be just a little bit more than 3. Let's compare the two. Square roots have an invisible index of 2 and represent the side of a square. They cannot handle negative inputs. Cube roots have a visible index of 3, represent the side of a cube, and can handle negative inputs perfectly fine, giving a negative result. To wrap up, remember that the cube root is the inverse of cubing. It asks what number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you your target. Unlike square roots, it works with negative numbers. Try to memorize the small perfect cubes like 8, 27, and 64 to help you estimate effectively.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.